Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing a book, and that book is How to Destroy America in 3 Easy Steps by Ben Shapiro. And I know what you're thinking. Why would Ben Shapiro, the famous whistler, ever write a book about this? Well, it turns out he's not just a famous whistler, he is also a conservative commentator. I'll just read out the chapters, but before I do that, I'd give this book a solid 8.5 out of 10. I would give it a 10 or 9, but no book has ever gotten a 10 from me except for Hatchet, and that's only because it was the first chapter book that I read back in first grade, I think, cover to cover, and let me tell you, my opinion on that book has changed severely. So the book is basically, if you ever watched Ben Shapiro, this is Ben Shapiro in a book. Like the things he talks about in this book are things that he talks about all the time on his show, except now you have it in this clean form factor that you can reference at any time to either defend your opinions or make YouTube videos about how much you hate this book and how much you hate Ben. I'm sure he would like you to buy it for either one. So the chapters, if I can flip to it, which I just did, are the American philosophy, disintegrating American philosophy, the American culture, the disintegrationist culture, the American history, and disintegrating American history. Yeah, disintegrating. I can't, I have dyslexia, so it's harder for me to read words like that. Things that you know how you spell them, but anyway. I'll just pull out a random page 90. It talks, this is in the disintegrationist culture, and they talk about how government has changed its tone to be more of a provider for America, and it's replacing our social institutions. I think it was actually page 99. I said it was random, but it really wasn't random. Yes, it was actually page 99. I actually did read the book. So it says, Johnson, who is LBJ, President Johnson, talking about how he is trying to recast the role of government as a provider of rights rather than a protector of rights. Quote, "The truth is far more crushing the individual. Government at its best liberates him from the enslaving forces of his environment." But of course, the government is a part of the environment. Ergo, that statement by itself is wrong. Yeah, overall, this is a really good book. Literally, like, you could read this in Ben Shapiro's voice, and it would make a lot more sense to you, probably. It is good. It helped define critical race theory for me, because no matter who I ask, they always have a different opinion. But yeah, it's a really good book. I highly recommend checking it out. So that's the whole video. If you wouldn't mind sharing, commenting, and subscribing, that would be phenomenal. Also, I started a Patreon. All of that is going to charity, and highly recommend doing that. Anyway, God bless you. Have a wonderful day.